I hope you guys are having an amazing week. If you guys are watching the replay, always let me know by letting me know in the comments with #replay. And let me know how the weather is wherever you're at. It is like pouring down rain here, so if you hear like pitter patters in the background, it's because it's pouring. So yeah. Anyways, I got this question of the day. It was probably like said 5 times out of the last 10 requests into this group. So I thought it would be really relevant and something I love talking about. So the question of the day today was, how do I find my ideal clients on social media without paid advertising? I think a lot of us are wondering, like, okay, I have my idea. I know who I want to serve. I have my product. I have my logo finished. Like, I have my perfect website. Now, where do I find the people that want to purchase my products or services, right? So if you are currently struggling with this, no worries. I'm going to give you the answer today, okay? So the question of the day again, it was, how do I find my ideal clients on social media without paid advertising? And the answer is that you do not find your ideal clients, they find you. Okay? Your ideal client means that they are looking for somebody just like you. Okay? So they are looking for you. They already have the problem and they're actively searching for the answer. Okay? They look because they search because they have the problem. You are the solution to their problem. Okay? So this is so super important to take note of, because I know that there might be some people watching this video like now or the replay or whatever that have been taught that you start with your, let's just say you have an online business or you have a product or a service, and what you do is like, okay, let's go out there and find them. Like, let's go out on the internet and find who we need to like find our ideal clients. And what you do is the wrong way to do this. I don't know whoever taught this marketing strategy, but cold messaging is probably the worst thing that you can do for your online business. Okay. I'm not saying that cold messaging doesn't work 100% of the time. Sometimes it does work, but I know that it probably leaves you guys really stressed out, really confused. And it's like, why don't the people that I reach out to not wanting my product and service? It's because they aren't your ideal client. They probably don't have the problem that you solve. They probably have no interest in what you are, like what your product or service is, and that is okay. Okay? Not everyone in the world needs the solution that we have to somebody else's problem. That's why it's so super important that your ideal clients find you. So Alice says, hey, yes, no cold messaging. Yes. So if you guys are hopping on, say hey, and let me know if you're loving this right now, if you agree with me. So how do they find you then? How do your ideal clients find you? And the easiest way without paid advertising is they find you through search, okay? Such as Google, YouTube, Pinterest. Those are search engines, okay? So I'm going to explain how that works. And it also works through the Instagram hashtag search, but that's time sensitive. So your chances of being seen are probably like 3%. When you put your results on a search engine, it's the chances of people finding you are higher. So this is how search works. This is how your ideal clients find you without paid advertising. When you publish content onto a search engine, and I recommend these for Pinterest, YouTube, podcasting, and blogging. People are looking for the answer that you have the answer. They're looking for the answer to their problem. Okay. So if somebody is looking to lose weight in, like, let's just say, I don't know, maybe they're looking for a new diet. Maybe they're a mom that just like finished their pregnancy and they're looking for a new diet to shed 15 pounds that they gained throughout their pregnancy. And let's just hypothetically say that you had the solution to that problem. If you were publishing content consistently that was directed towards that niche, your results would show up into the search engine. Okay? Let me know if this is making sense for you guys. So this is why I preach Pinterest, YouTube, podcasting, and blogging. Because when people go onto Google, when they go onto YouTube, when they go onto Pinterest, they're typing in how to ... Okay? How to lose weight in 30 days using keto. Okay? How do I start the keto diet? How is keto different than paleo? Okay, I'm just thinking of this off the top of my head. So when people type in the how to ... and you have the source of information ready for them, like after, like you're the first result that pops up, or maybe like the first 15 results that pop up, they're gonna click on your information. Whether that's a Google link from your blog, whether that's podcast, if they type in keto and your search pops up because you're providing an informational podcast, a YouTube video tutorial, or a Pinterest graphic. Okay, I've been getting a lot of questions about how Pinterest works for business, and this is exactly how it works. When people go to Pinterest, they're looking for inspiration, or they're looking to buy something. Okay, they're looking for like how to ... or they're looking for clothing and recipes and articles or whatever. Okay, so because Pinterest pins also show up on the Google search engine, I guess it's like a double whammy, or what's that word? I don't even know how to explain it. But long story short, you don't ever look for your ideal clients, okay? Because that just leads to headaches and frustrations, because you're literally cold messaging people and you don't know if their problem is like, if they even have that problem that you're messaging them about, okay? I get so many cold messages about social media, and I'm like, I know exactly what I'm doing with social media, okay? I have 130,000 followers across all of my platforms. I use it to grow a 6-figure digital empire business. I am set with social media, okay? But that's what happens is when you cold message people, you actually upset other people because you're not looking into their actual problems. Is that making sense? So when you allow your ideal clients to find you through search, because you're consistently publishing content on search engines, when they type into the search engine, which Google's number 1, YouTube, I don't know where, I guess YouTube is with Google, but Pinterest is the number 3rd used search engine in the world. When they type in how to, do a cartwheel, how to French braid, how to grow an online business, how do I start an online business? How do I use Instagram marketing for my business? How can I use Pinterest for business? When they type all of these into Pinterest or Google or YouTube, your result is going to pop up, okay? So that's your ideal client searching for their problem. And when they search for their problem and they press submit, your solution is going to pop up if you are publishing on those platforms, okay? Let me know if this is making sense in the comments. So, your solution pops up in the search engine when they search for their problem. Okay? Okay, Adolfo says, great topic. Actually, they're all good topics. I'm so glad that you love them, Adolfo. So I'm going to keep going on this search engine thing. And Ala says, great tips for me. Yeah, you popped up. So I know you're in keto, so I use the keto example just like off the top of my head. So you don't ever look for your ideal clients. They look for you. And that makes it easier for you, because if you're publishing consistently on your topic and they search for you, it's like, that's when they want all of your products and services, because they're like, give me everything you have because you're everything that I've been looking for. Okay. And it's not the other way around. You're not forcing people to join your programs. You're not forcing people to purchase your products, because when you force people to do things, like imagine, I always use the clothing store example. It's like when you walk into a clothing store and all the salespeople are like, hey, do you want to try this on? You want to try this on? Oh, I left these in your dressing room. Oh, what are you looking for? How can I help you? Like, and it's like, I just want to look for 5 seconds before I ask for your help, okay? And that's the same thing that happens with social media. When we go on social media, that's the beginning of publishing, okay? Right when we start publishing, people aren't going to know about us, and that's okay. It might take a month, 6 months to a year. That is normal, okay? I know we see a lot of people saying how they get like 8-figure months in a month, okay? That's not true. Don't listen to that BS. It takes time to grow your personal brand on social media, unless you have millions in the bank for advertising or you're going viral. Those are the only 2 exceptions. So, as you're consistently publishing content, you are like just walking into the clothing store, okay? You're kind of allowing people, like it's your clothing store and people come in, okay? And they're looking. They want to see like, oh, I want to check out that YouTube video, but I want to make sure that she has 5 other ones just so I know that she knows what she's talking about, okay? And then they fall in love with you more and more and more, the more vulnerable you are, and the more you share your story, because they can relate to you. And they're like, oh, this girl knows what she's talking about, so I'm going to purchase this product that she has because I trust her. It's the know, like, and trust, okay? But this can only happen if you are publishing on search engine social media profiles. It could happen on Instagram, but like Adolpha made the graphic, is that Instagram is a bloodbath, okay? So, and also the Instagram search is very time sensitive. So it definitely favors people that already have like over 10,000 followers. They get a lot of engagement on their posts because their posts raise to the top of the top section, where it's like there's 2 sections on the search. There's a top section and then there's a recent. So if you're just starting out, Instagram is going to be very hard for you because you are competing with the people that have 10,000 followers plus, like up to millions, okay? So how you can like, and like I'm sure there's a lot of people that are freaking out right now, but that's why search engines are amazing, is because there's 4 of them. There's podcasting, blogging, YouTube, and Pinterest. When you start publishing your content onto those channels, when people search for it on Google, their problem, how to build an online business. What are the top business coaches of 2019? Who knows Instagram marketing? Any question, okay? You guys type questions into Google. When you type the question into Google, guess what pops up? It's not an Instagram picture, okay? It's not a Facebook post. It's a YouTube video, it's a blog article, or a Pinterest pin in the graphic section. So, you can utilize search engines to your favor, especially if you're just starting out, because a lot of people type their problems into Google. Whenever I'm sick, I'm like, I don't even know what to say. Like, my chest hurts. Like, what medicine do I take? Like, I'm going to Google for that information. I'm not going to Instagram, okay? And it's the same thing when other people have problems. If they have problems in their online business, if they have problems starting a business, if they're looking for a lawyer, if they're looking for a new graphic designer, they are going to Google, okay? So when you put your information onto Google, guess what pops up? You pop up. You're going to be the solution to their problem, okay? So how do you find your ideal clients on social media? You don't find them. They find you. So how do they find you? They find you through search, okay? And that can be Instagram hashtags. It can be Facebook search. But because that is all time sensitive information, you have a better chance of being seen on a Google search engine. Because after you post, and when your post grows in popularity over time, your post is going to be like up on the top of the Google search. Okay? So, what are the 4 that I recommend for you if you're just starting out, if Instagram's causing you a headache and you don't know what to do? Pinterest, okay? YouTube, podcasting, and blogging. The 2 for introverts are blogging and Pinterest because they're both picture and written word, okay? But if you're more of an extrovert and you get your ideas across better over video, then I recommend podcasting or YouTube, because you can be on video, you can strip the video and put it into a podcast, etc., etc. But I know a lot of people aren't comfortable with being on video. That's why Pinterest and blogging are a great option. Because Pinterest, you don't need a website for. All you need is the picture with the link that directs them to your Instagram profile. It can direct them to your Facebook group. It can direct them to literally anywhere on the internet. It's the only website that directs people off of their website. Okay. I'm going to look at, oh God, I'm going to look at the comments. Oh, Adolfo said, wanted to say I did my first live and no one showed up and it was awesome. Happens to me all the time too. I think I literally did one last week and no one showed up. So it happens to everyone. And Adolfo, actually, I wish no one showed up for my first live stream, because that when somebody shows up, you are going to be like having the time of your life. It's literally so much fun when people show up. But people don't get down if no one shows up on your live streams, because it literally happens to everybody, and it teaches you how to talk to yourself and how to like get your message across without needing like validation from anybody, or maybe you go blank, and like it teaches you like how to be quick on your feet. So congrats on doing your first live stream, and I'm so proud of you. Adolfo says, I'm sorry, but I want popcorn right now. The raindrops are sending me subliminal messages. I know. I was hoping that it wasn't going to be that loud, but I guess that it is, so I'm sorry. So anyways, that's really all that I have to say for today. If you guys have any questions, drop them below before I sign off. I love answering your guys' questions live, so never hesitate to ask me a question, even if it sounds stupid, because I guarantee you other people are having the same question as well. So I'm going to wrap this up. How do you find your ideal clients online without paid advertising, right? You don't find them. You don't cold message. You don't like, you know, make people feel uncomfortable. You don't do that. And I know a lot of marketing people, especially in the network marketing sector, they teach that, okay? I'm not saying they all do, but I know I'm affiliated with some people where they say that that's what they teach. And I'm like, that's absolutely horrible, okay? You never want to cold message somebody, because a lot of people do it wrong and they don't make it, they don't tailor it to like be like, people can smell cold messages, okay? And also, you don't know if that person is searching for that problem that you solve, okay? So the easier way to go about it is you don't find your ideal clients, they find you, okay? Because they have the problem. So where do you go when you have a problem? I go to Google. I'm like, my chest hurts. What medicine do I take? Or I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to design a website. Like, can someone help me make a template? Or, oh my gosh, I'm looking for a font. I want to know the best cursive fonts of 2019. Okay? I am typing all of that information onto Google, because I know that when I type my question into the search, I will be getting an answer. Okay? And that's what your ideal clients are doing. So this is why you need to start publishing consistently, not just on Instagram and Facebook, but you need to have a search engine social media marketing site. Okay? What are the four? The two for introverts are Pinterest and blogging, because you don't have to show your face. You don't have to take a selfie. All you're doing is providing information in written word, and you're posting it on a search engine. Pinterest is a search engine. So Pinterest and blogging are for introverts. YouTube and podcasting are for the extroverts, even introverts too. So maybe you're a little bit of both. That's how I am. So YouTube and podcasting, you just publish your information through video, and you can strip the audio and push it onto a podcast as like an informational podcast. So when people search for the question, your information is going to pop up because you are publishing on a search engine social media website, okay? Because if you're only relying on Instagram, you are going to have to sweat for your money. You're going to have to voice message every single person that follows you. You're going to have to constantly update Instagram in order to see results. All of the search engine stuff is passive, because once you put it onto the search engine and people search for that question, their answer or your answer is going to pop up for them. And that's 24/7. That could be like 1 a.m. your time. You don't have to wake up and voice memo someone back, okay? Because your stuff is already on the search engine, okay? So your ideal clients find you through search on any of the platforms. But when you use search engine social media websites, your content stays living for years. It's not like an Instagram post where, like, even if it does go viral, it's going to die some way, some sort of another into the algorithm, okay? But viral videos never die. They always are living, and they're always at the top of the search engine. So, yeah, that's really all that I have to say for today. I hope this made sense, and if anything doesn't If anything didn't make sense, please don't hesitate to leave me a question below. And I will also, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. But I hope this made sense for you guys. I hope you love this video. If anything doesn't make sense, even if you're watching the replay, always go back and I answer questions in the comments. So I hope you guys have an amazing Friday. And if you guys ever have any questions related to Instagram, Pinterest for business, social media marketing, it doesn't really matter. Also, let me know in the comments because your next question could be the topic for the next live stream. So I hope you guys have an amazing weekend and I will see you guys Monday on the next live stream. Bye guys.